Hello, today we're going to take a look at how to solve equations that have algebraic fractions. But first, let's review what algebraic fractions are. An algebraic fraction is any fraction that contains an algebraic expression. In other words, it's a fraction that has a variable in it anywhere. For example, 5 over x, 2x minus 9 over 7, and 3x over 2 are all algebraic fractions. So now that we know what they are, let's jump into a problem where we have to solve these. So we're going to take a look at x over 8 equals 7. This is a nice and simple one. We know that in order to solve an equation, we need to isolate our variable. Here we can see that our variable x is being divided by 8. So to undo this division, we simply need to multiply both sides by 8. When we do that, our division is canceled out and we're left with x on the left side, and 7 times 8 is 56. So x equals 56. Not too hard, right? Let's try one that's a little bit more complicated. 3x over 4 minus 2x over 12 equals 7. To solve this, I'm first going to simplify my fractions on the left side. To do this, I'll need to convert 3x over 4 to a fraction with a denominator of 12. I can do this by multiplying both the numerator and denominator by 3. So that gives me the fraction 9x over 12. And then the rest of our equation is going to stay the same. So minus 2x over 12 equals 7. Since our denominators are the same, we can now subtract our numerators. So 9x minus 2x is 7x. 7x over 12 equals 7. Another way we can write this is 7 over 12 times x equals 7. So if we look at it this way, the way that we can get rid of this 7 over 12 over here is by multiplying by the reciprocal. So the reciprocal of 7 over 12 is 12 over 7. So we'll multiply by that on both sides. When we do that, it cancels our fractions out over here and we're left with x, which is what we want. And then if we do that over here, we can simplify first by doing 7 divided by 7, which gives us 1, and then do 1 times 12, which is 12. So x equals 12, which is our answer. Let's take a look at another problem. 4x over 5 equals 3x over 10 plus 9. This one we're going to solve a little bit differently. So for this problem, I'm going to solve for x by eliminating the fractions in our first step. To do this, we simply multiply the entire equation by the least common multiple of the denominators of the fractions in the problem. In this case, our denominators are 5 and 10, and the least common multiple of 5 and 10 is 10. So multiply the entire equation by 10. So that means we're going to multiply each part of our equation by 10. So 10 times 4x over 5, we can do 10 divided by 5 first, because remember, it doesn't matter if you multiply or divide first. Multiplication and division can happen simultaneously. So for this, I'm going to divide 10 divided by 5 and get 2, and then multiply by 4x to get 8x. If I multiply 10 by 3x over 10, our 10s will cancel out, and we'll be left with 3x. And 10 times 9 is 90. Now we can solve it like a normal algebra problem. So I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides. That gives us 5x equals 90. And then we divide both sides by 5. So that gives us x equals 18. Either of these methods that I've shown you will help you get the right answer when solving equations with algebraic fractions. So feel free to use whichever one you feel most comfortable with. Before we go, I want to show you one more problem you might come across. X plus 17 over 5 equals 21. So we have an expression in the numerator instead of just a variable and maybe a number being multiplied by it. So it's a little bit differently than the ones we've looked at before. So to solve problems like these, we first get rid of the fraction by multiplying by the denominator on both sides of the equation. So we're going to multiply by 5 on both sides. That cancels out our denominator, so we no longer have a fraction, and we're just left with the expression in the numerator, x plus 17. And 21 times 5 is 105. So now we're going to solve like normal. We'll subtract 17 from both sides and get x equals 88. And that's it. I hope that this video helped you better understand how to solve equations with algebraic fractions. Thanks for watching and happy studying.